Oh, hey, Grunt.
Oh, hi, Grunt.
Oh, hi, Grunt. Oh, hi,
So, Grunt, how's your sex life?
Grunt. I don't want to even know that. What was that thing that Oni was saying that makes anything funnier? That you put at the end of sentences? Like even so or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
I have to remember it. What did he have? Oh, there's a pistol. Damn. I need more shotgun ammo. I'm running low-ish.
Low-ish. Hope you're having fun by yourself.
This has become a solo let's play of
Indeed.
this.
I'm not even gonna talk, I'm just gonna look at cosplay. Not even gonna participate at all.
I suppose it works.
Yeah. Always have a nice respawn point for you to come back to.
That is true. It's like easy mode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hey, this guy's a shotgun. Hooray!
Hooray!
Ammo. I think the ammo counts in this game are weird, so it's hard to tell what you have.
Indeed. It like counts the clips that you have instead of the bullets in the reserve.
Yeah, and you don't know if like it's a full clip.
Yeah, exactly.
There's lots of these baby boys. Go away, baby boys. This guy's just infinite. I might be going the wrong way. Am I?
I don't know, man. I can't be of any help. I can't be bothered.
Can't be of any help when the beaver's in town.
Exactly.
What? That was kind of supposed to be a pun about beaver vaginas. But
Yeah, it's good enough. Right?
as in, like, the pseudonym for a vagina, not as in the animals.
Aha, understood.
Well, something happened.
Oh. Like I said, nice respawn point.
Indeed. Oh. There's lots of flood in this game.
Mm-hmm.
There must have been a big deal when they returned for the in 3 when you see them crash.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, I just didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was my first Halo game.
Yeah. At what point should I give up trying to find whatever it was that I was trying to find?
Do you even remember what you were trying to
No,
find? That would help.
At no point I remembered. I'm just scrolling through my Instagram feed from the past week.
You're gonna be insta famous.
Totes my goats.
Gonna be a fake Instagram model.
Yeah, I'll just compile images of hot babes and claim to be them on Instagram.
Oh, that was on that show, that 911 show I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
They had a catfish dude on there.
Excellent.
And it was funny because when they found him, he had been dead for a few days because no one likes him and he was fat and he died in his trailer.
Excellent.
And he was all bloated.
Uh-huh.
And one of the guys stabbed his stomach with a needle and a bunch of juice shot out. It was one of the most nastiest things I've seen.
Excellent.
But it made me want to taste it.
Hot.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I saw a tweet. I forget who liked it. Probably one of the porn stars or prostitutes I follow on.
I follow a lot of porn stars and prostitutes on social media myself.
They were like...
They're called cosplayers, man. Come on.
Fair observation. But, oh, my stuff. Made it back.
Oh, how wonderful.
Wow, these guys are just shaking it. It was like, I could never date a sex worker. And they're like being all salty about it, like, yeah, you couldn't because you're not... Oh, it happened again. What is happening?
Oh, you're clearly having fun. So I'll just keep going.
They were like, yeah, you couldn't date a sex worker because you're not attractive or have a good personality. And like, I guess I get the sentiment that like they're generalizing against sex workers, quote unquote, and maybe it makes the sex worker feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, I think it's understandable.
Indeed.
Because sex is like a...
Alright, I can't find out. I'm just gonna give up.
sex is received very differently, like even between cultures and even between different people.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can blame someone for like feeling uncomfortable that you just have sex with random people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if even if that admittedly makes them insecure, like I think that's fine.
What's the big deal? You're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
It's called free will. It's radical, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could date a porn
I
star.
never would.
Though I think even more so the part of it would be that like I feel like there's a certain personality type that has to go along with it.
Indeed.
Wow, you got here. It takes me like 10 minutes to get here, and it took you like 5 seconds. I must just not know what I'm doing.
Maybe.
But like I feel like you can't just like go out and have sex with people and not have at least some sort of like
attachment to them.
Or yeah, that too, but also in like an outgoing personality and stuff. A certain personality type.
Mm-hmm.
And like, do people want to be porn stars? I feel like usually if you have a degree or something, or if you went to college, you're probably not going to end up being a porn star.
Yeah.
Which is maybe a generalization, but
well, it's a good one in my opinion.
So like, I guess that's just my take.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, how intelligent do you think the average porn star is, anyways?
Yeah.
I bet the average intelligence among them is not very high. That also may be a gross generalization, but honestly, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
what kind of degenerate do you have to be to do it? You know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can understand it. Like, if you once you get into it and maybe you get famous, you start making good money, or whatever.
Yeah.
And like you get used to it, so it's not weird, at least as much anymore. But
I feel like it would never be weird for me, especially since I don't have like a 10-inch dong.
so it wouldn't be weird.
Well, no, I'm saying that's not. It's not what I meant. I meant that like I could never become a porn star at the beginning because I don't have a massive dong.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's part of it. As a dude, you just have to have like a monster cock.
Yeah.
Which is honestly scary.
Yeah.
Because I think that's. I mean, I know there's the meme like, "Oh, you're just jealous," but I think that's kind of too big. But I get scared when I see those.
Yeah.
It's like a leviathan.
Indeed.
And like, actually, there's like some statistic that a woman's biggest complaint about sex is that it's too big.
Oh yeah.
So like when dudes are always like, "Oh yeah, you want to see my big penis?" It's like they're like, average would be fine.
Yeah, because especially like studies show that girls are like they're so much more prone, or not prone, but they're more likely to have an orgasm, not because of the size of his peen or because of his technique, but more based on their relationship with the guy.
Yeah.
So if you're closer to him and you're in love with him and all that stuff, then the girl's more likely to have an orgasm because of that, as opposed to him being good in the sack.
Yeah, it's more emotional.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't even know how I got on that.
Oh, you know, talking about cosplayers always leads us down interesting paths.
Why is that? That makes me feel kind of bad. Because I feel like cosplayers are at least somewhat separated from like straight up porn stars.
Yeah, they are. Well, some of them are. I swear, some of the one of the cosplayers I follow used to be a porn star, actually.
Yeah, granted, I guess the one who's really hot and does coding.
Yeah.
She also has a Patreon where she does full nudes.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe she is like actual. Maybe that does make her a porn star.
Yeah, maybe.
Slightly. I mean, she doesn't bone people, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. Boning people on camera and stuff. Yeah. I'm sure she bones people for fun.
Yeah.
I assume most people do.
At some point in their lives.
Yeah. I wonder what the. Oh, that's an interesting statistic I actually want to look up. Is like, what is the average like rate of sex for like just an American?
What do you mean, like how often they have sex?
Yeah, because like you see in media and stuff, it's like, oh, it's Tuesday.
Time to bone.
Yeah, it's like every other day. It's like their lives are all about sex and like, that's it. And like I feel like there probably are people like that, obviously, but at the same time, I wonder if that's just what media has kind of made us to believe is the norm, or if that is actually what people are like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because obviously,
it's kind of like considering how conservative Christian families we were raised in, all that stuff.
Yeah, I guess that
we,
plays
we
a part
do
too.
have a different culture to that, and anyways, we're not in the mainstream culture.
Yeah, I suppose that's true because you do see like these YouTube comments. What's their YouTube comments? So take that for what you will, and like
Yeah.
Twitter posts and stuff with like, "Oh, Danny, you poor guy, you didn't." Like Danny from Game Grumps.
Yeah.
You poor man, you didn't have sex till you're like in college. I did when I was like 10. And it's like, is that the norm? Because that sounds freaky to me.
Yeah.
I wasn't even In fact, I thought girls would give you like a disease when I was 10.
Yeah.
Like literally when I was in 3rd grade in in band class, I had the teachers laughing because I said I'd rather die than go to band because it was just me and a bunch of girls because I played the oboe, and they're like, well, you'll change your mind eventually about that. And I'm like, oh. Also, we punched this guy's face.
Indeed, we did.